Oh, okay, the Proto25 with the O3 Air Unit has been my favorite quad in 2024. But it's already 2025 and DJI came out with the O4 Air Unit. So I'm gonna build a brand new Proto25 with the O4 and see how this little thing can go from awesome to freaking awesome. Let's go! Whoop! What is up, FPV fam? It's your boy dopeyfpv and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm gonna share with you my new and first build of 2025. This is the brand new Proto25 with the O4 Air Unit. So from here on out, I'm gonna call the O4 Air Unit the not Pro one, the O4 Lite, okay? Just to be clear. So I'm gonna share with you what I did differently for this build, my considerations, and all my weight savings, and of course, as you can see, I'm outside, so I'm gonna give this a maiden flight, and at the end of the video I'm gonna share you my thoughts on how this thing compares to my old P25. So yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so the one with the black props is my old Proto25 with the O3 Air Unit, and this is the brand new Proto25 with the O4. First off, you can see that the Proto25 with the O4 Lite is way lower than the one with the O3. So this is because the O4 Lite is just a board instead of an actual air unit. So you can see once I take this out and replace it with the O4 Lite, it's just two boards for me because I'm using the AI and AIO. So if you're using an FC and ESC, it will still fit in between and it can still get lower, but I'm using an AIO, so it's much cleaner. Just two boards, guys, two boards. So because of that, I had to change my standoffs. Of course, you can run the old standoff, but I want everything to be lower, to be squeezed. So the CG will be lower, and eventually, I assume the handling and the performance will be better. So the default standoffs that came with the P25 with the O3 was 28mm. I managed to go down to 20mm. For the camera itself, the DJI new camera, of course, you know DJI, they always come up with weird sizing and screw positions. So you can either use the old print from the Proto25 and just print an adapter, but you can also print a new adapter totally like from Patty. So he had this camera mount and also a brand new antenna mount, but for me, I just printed the camera mount just so I don't have to use an adapter, and also because I lowered my standoff. If you want to use the old TPU mount with an adapter, you still have to run the 28mm standoffs, okay? So because I want to keep it lower, I did that. And as you can see from my old P25, I'm not using any rear TPU. My antennas are just cable tied because I want to save weight, and also I want to keep it slick. But weight won't be a factor for this anymore because the O3 Air Unit is out of the door. So I decided to run the old TPU mount from the P25 that can house your GPS and your RX. So the reason I'm doing this is because, first of all, like I said, like weight is not a factor anymore, and this actually acts like a protection for the whole quad, because I usually do Metis a lot or reverse movements and I crash butt first. So this will just help me protect the rear of the quad a bit more, and my motors and my props. And because I'm using this mount, my RX is also inside and my O4 antenna is housed inside. Like, I don't need my VRX antenna to be high and exposed because I don't fly long range, and I just freestyle like around me. Maybe I go 1 kilometer max. So yeah, I just house it in there, and it also protects the antenna if I crash. So that's it for the changes I made with regards to the O4 Lite. Motor wise, I'm still using the T-Moto 1404 4600 kV because I love these motors, and the props are still the same. It's just a different color from that one. These are the Gemfan 2.5 inch. I'm using Radiomaster RP3, so I got two antennas, front and back. You can use any receiver you want, but this is just what I have lying around. So what else? Okay, let's talk about weight. So one thing nice about the Proto25 is the power to weight ratio is balanced, and it feels the most like a 5-inch to me, flying like a 5-inch quad. So when you are trying to build a quad that is below 250 grams, and you build like something like a 4-inch or a 5-inch, it will be super floaty. But it all depends on your style of flying, because I do freestyle. If you want long range cruising, of course you can go 250 5-inch, and that will give you the most efficiency, and it will be light. It's just, you don't freestyle, right? But if you want to freestyle, you still want it to have some weight, some momentum, some throw. So to me, a 2.5-inch that is below 250 gram is the right combo with regards to power to weight, because it's not overpowered, and the weight is just nice. So I mean, I can shave off a lot more grams on this, like lose this TPU and use a smaller bed and all that, but I don't want to. As much as I want to lose weight, I don't want to lose too much, because I still want the characteristics of the old P25, which to me flies great already. But I still did manage to lose weight because of the O3 Air Unit, and I think I lost around 30 grams. Alright, let's weigh the old P25 first. Comes in at 128 grams. The new one, 104 grams. Just so you know, the the O4 Lite only runs 1 to 3S. So you can put a BAC and run 4S, but I don't want any more electronics on my quad. It just will create more complications. So I just bought myself a 3S 1100 mAh. Why I went for this is because it's around the same weight as my previous bed. Like I said, I don't want it to go too light, so this is just the perfect balance to keep everything like within the 30 grams weight difference. These are the old batteries that I used to use. 4S 720 mAh. It's 66.8 grams, about 67. And the new ones, 66.9, 67 also. So the benefits of losing grams is that, of course, more efficiency, and when you crash, it's lighter. Logically, the severity of the damage should be lesser, but yeah, I don't want to go too light, like I said. So hopefully for this quad, I've reached the perfect balance of having the similar flight characteristics of my old P25, and also enjoying the benefits of losing a few grams. So enough talk, I'm gonna fly now. I'm gonna share with you, I'm gonna cruise, I'm gonna share with you like the 1100 mile, like cruising, how long my flight time will be, and of course after that I'm gonna freestyle and see how the handling works, and I'm gonna share with you my thoughts after I fly. So enjoy the video, and if you ain't sub yet, press subscribe, press the bell icon, share the video, and yeah, enjoy the flight vid, and see you after that. Don't die on me, O4. I'm gonna try to fly faster now, but just around me, so if it dies, I don't have to walk so far. It's a freaking hot day, man. 4 minutes, 3.7 volts. I'm gonna go down to 3.5. As soon as it reaches 3.5, I'm gonna like try to blip or do a flip and see whether it dies. 8 minutes, guys. 3.54 volts. Okay, 3.5 now. I'm gonna do a flip or a roll. Oh yeah, it's it. Alright, 8 minutes to 3.5 volts. And as soon as I did a flip, a juicy flick, it went kaput. Okay, 8 minutes flight time with 3S 1100 mAh battery. But I'm gonna try to flip straight away. Yep, did. So maybe it's not the O4, it's just my AIO, I guess. Okay, so that settles it. I'm not gonna freestyle today, but you guys know already the flight time I got from this bat. So that's good enough. I'm gonna go back and see what's wrong with my AIO, tweak some settings, maybe like reflash it or something. Let's teleport to next week. Peace! Whoop! Alright guys, it's a brand new day. I just got back from flying, managed to freestyle. Finally, there's nothing wrong with the O4 light, it's just my AIO. Can't seem to find what's wrong with it. Can't troubleshoot it, so I just swap it out with an old AIO that I have from a previous squad, and everything was great. But unfortunately, I only managed to fly 2 packs because I broke an arm. Break arms or disarm, right? So had to cut my day short. Now trying to edit it from the 2 packs that I got. I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned after this video for my final thoughts on the Proto25 with the O4 light. But yeah, onto the video. Enjoy. Okay, there you have it. A short freestyle video of the P25 with the O4 light. So is it more awesome than the P25 with the O3? Of course it is. Of course it is. Like, first off, it handles way better because of the weight savings. But because I didn't go too crazy on the weight savings, I have a similar flight feel to my P25 O3, which I love already. And yeah, it handles much better. So other than that, I don't have to pull my hair out to keep this below 250 grams. Before this, I had to think like, oh, what can I take away from this squad? But now I can even add more things like some other TPU protection, a buzzer, GPS, etc., etc., you know. And I got a longer flight time, which is a bonus. Secondly, other than the weight savings, this also allows me to lower my quad, which I love. It looks slicker, it's more squash, and I just like how it looks when it's squashed up. And thirdly, the O4 light is cheaper than an O3 Air Unit. So even if you crash, you lose it, you break it, you won't feel that much pain. Of course, it is more fragile, but that's just one of the con. But you can always get, you know, the AxisFlying board protector and a camera protector to maybe make your O4 Air Unit more durable. But yeah, it is way cheaper than the O3 Air Unit, so you save money. Okay, I guess that's about it. So I think the O4 generally benefits smaller quads. The smaller it is, the more benefit you'll get out of it. If you want to keep it below 250 grams, the O4 Lite is the answer. And you don't even have to use a GoPro now. So back then you have to use a naked GoPro, which is fragile, or an Insta360 Go, which is not cheap. But now the O4 Lite onboard recording is good enough. And it also make it possible for tiny whoops to be digital. So that's the dream. That has always been the dream. So tiny whoops flying digitally, recording in 4K. Damn. So that is gonna be my next video. I'm gonna put my O4 Lite on a Beta FPV Meteor 75 Pro 75mm, and I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna see whether it can freestyle like how I freestyle the Meteor 75 Pro before this. But now the recording is gonna be insane. It's gonna be in 4K 60 FPS, guys. So stay tuned for that video. How? Of course, by subscribing and pressing the bell icon. So this is dopeyfpv. I'll see you on the next pack. Thank you for watching. Peace.